Okay, so I just finished making the welder video. Sorry everybody, got to do it. You know, you need to get yourself free welder once in a while. I was going to start carving. I want to hear you guys' comments. I'd love to. What do you think, a wizard or a Grim Reaper? I'll show pictures of the Grim Reaper kind of style now. I think a wizard would sell better than a Grim Reaper, but it's raining out now, so I'm not going to be able to. I was going to carve a, actually, I'm going to carve a wizard. I was going to carve the hat today, but I don't feel like carving in the rain. So this owl, this is a piece of driftwood I got months back on the beach. I don't know if you guys remember, so it might be loud. You might hear the raindrops in here on the tent. But this piece of driftwood I got on the beach months back. It was a gnarly old piece for all you that remember that I carved this owl. And yesterday I was here, so I kind of screwed around with it. I did a lot of burning. You know, I'm kind of making this video to show you guys how you can incorporate the cracks with the piece. Because wood cracks. That's Scott with the leaf blower out there. Hold on, pause, stand by. Hey Scott! Doing a good job! Guys see his hoodie? Carving Fusion. Okay, so anyways, back to it. You know, these cracks here, when I have cracks in the wood, I just burn it deeper. You can see inside there, there's still that white stuff, that's sand. But I tried to blow it out the best I could, and I just burn it deeper. And all here is bark, and deep inside here, you can still see bark inside there. I got my saw, I carved it out, and I just burnt deeper. So what I'm gonna do in this video today, there's nothing special. It's just gonna show you how I finish this owl piece off. I don't know if I'll be able to put a clear finish on it today, but I'm gonna do here. There was a little hole in the wood. You guys can see it right here. I had to carve it. I didn't want that hole because I want this to be a nice piece, right? So I had to carve it deeper. I carved a channel. So I'm gonna clean this up quickly. I'm gonna do some deep burning in here and all up here. Kind of like I burnt it so deep here, it's kind of like Shosugi Ban. Okay, so I'm going to get that burnt in there deep, and then we'll start sanding it and cleaning it up. Hoo, hoo. So yeah, it's definitely not the best day out here today, but I thought I'd show you guys this if I haven't yet. Got myself a little fucking Insta-Potty thing. In case of emergency. Yep, it'll just be tucked under there. Not that you care. Okay, I got everything burnt, and now it's time to start. I got probably about 2 hours to spend on this sanding it. I don't know if I said, my mind's kind of been off track lately, but why I burnt deep where the cracks were, because when I sand this piece, those cracks are going to actually look nice and dark, and they're going to add character to the outside of this piece. So here's my trend dust mask, the Air Pro. I've been getting lots of questions about this dust mask. If I still like it, does it still work good for me? I think I've almost had it for about a year now. The batteries still charge awesome. They last about 8 hours fully working with it. I do need to replace the filters. This is not a cheap dust mask, right? It's got a battery inside in it, so it pushes air inside through these filters. So, and I've never had a problem with it fogging up. So yes, I still highly suggest, if you can afford it, highly suggest this dust mask, because it's going to save, if you keep on inhaling all that dust, it's going to save years of your life. You know, and you can have a big beard with this thing too. I know I need to shave, but it wraps around your face, and you tuck your beard under there, and it pushes air in. It doesn't keep air out. So I still love it, and I'll be using it. So this is going to be a time lapse where I'm sanding this. I'm just going to show you guys what tools I'll be using. Here's a grinder with a flap with a sanding disc on here. This one I think is 36 grit. When you guys start, no, this is like 80 grit. When you guys start using these ones to sand your pieces, these discs have, like you'll see here, I don't know if I can zoom in, let's see. They have sharp edges, but after a while the edges kind of get dull and where it gets softer, because when you're sanding it will dig into the piece and you get a little nick there. Well, the more you use it, the less you'll get those little nicks in there, and the edges will soften up. So I'm going to start off with this. Then I'm going to use this Orbit sander. This is 80 grit on here. Watch this. This sucker is full. So don't forget to empty your filters and clean your filters out. So I'll be using this. And then where some of the burns are, where is it? These little nylon wheels you get on Amazon. I'll be cleaning. I want to keep a bit of the burn on the outside of here, but all this burn's going to be gone. I want to keep some burn. So you might see me re-burning it, then re-sanding it, because I just want it to look nice and smooth, right? No hard edges on this burn. I want them to blend to the wood nice. So it's going to be a time lapse because, well, like I said, this probably take me a couple hours, maybe an hour. But I'm going to crank the music, and 3, 2, 1, Carbon Fusion time lapse coming up. All right. Hello. So, that was a lot of sanding. And it's not even perfect. But you see, this is a pretty wide grain red cedar. This one would look good Shosugi ban. So, let's see here. That Trend dust mask, I'm not trying to sell it. It's in my Amazon store. I think this is like $600. Actually, it seems like since I made videos, the price has gone up for this. Maybe I got them lots more sales or something, but who knows with inflation. But it's awesome. I love it. I wore it the whole time. Can't even smell or taste, well, cedar. I can't smell anything anyways. So, you know, like, I'm going to spar earthing this to finish it. Let's see if we can get a better thing here. I'm going to spar earthing it to finish it. But when I was sanding this, I felt the wood still a little bit damp because you're going deeper. And this piece is pretty dry. But I can't spar it today. I want it to be dry because if you spar earthing wet wood, it goes kind of milky gray color. So I want this to be bone dry. And I probably won't put the spar or whatever kind of finishing on it. I probably won't put it on till the summertime when it's warm out, you know, like late springtime. But so if you want to see the color, I got a water bottle here like I show in my Dremel videos. We'll do a water test. So I hope this owl's darker than the outside of this wood. We won't get it all, but just to give you guys what it will. Spar urethane is pretty dark. Like, it makes your carvings go dark. And it's kind of shiny. So that's what it's gonna, that's the color you're gonna get from. You can see there's quilting going on here. And all here. I'm gonna come back in a couple days and do some. I sanded it twice with the Orbit sander with up to 120 grit. So, but that's how it's gonna look. I didn't want this piece to be too dark. Oh, that's gonna look nice. Actually, this is gonna look nice with the gloss on it. I don't like lots of glossy carvings. But it's a nice color. Yeah, this is just carved. Rob, I sent you a little piece of this wood for your whittling project. Let me get the camera out of the mount here. So there's his eyes. This is all burnt inside here. Here's a just carved Rob side view. Here's the back. I just spray painted all this black. Nobody's going to be looking at that. You know, I burnt inside these bug holes. I think they give the piece character. You're not really going to see. There's even still little pebbles in here. Like, look, there's something inside there. There was a pebble here. Maybe it fell out, but so that's normal to water. You could put oil on your carvings, whatever. I don't like oil personally because they fade out and get dull after a while. But I got one more upgrade for this carving. That's nice. I like that cut right there. The owl's not the best. I'm still working on it. Give me a break. So I don't care what anybody says. Sticks and Stones. Kevin there sent these to me. He sent me like 6 packs. These are real glass owl eyes. They're not cheap. I have to pay like 20 bucks a set to get these. But who cares? You know, if just put the friggin' owl eyes in there and look how much it brings it to life. Look at it now. You know, some carvers are like, oh no, you shouldn't use fake eyes. You should carve your owl eyes. Well, I'm not that great at carving owl eyes, and I wanted to put fake eyes in here, and I don't care. You know what I mean? Who cares? I think it looks killer with the eyes in there. And it's a way better selling point because let's move them back here. Look, you still, all you see is the eyes. So thanks for the eyes, Kevin. So that's it for this one, everybody. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. If it's nice out, I might start carving that wizard pole outside there. This one also, you know, this piece here, I think I filmed for it. I want it to be smooth, kind of like this. But this is second or third growth cedar with the wide grain. This is first growth. But let me press pause and blow it off for a second. Okay, so this piece here, like, look at that dark color there. It's light, a nice dark stripe down here. This, when you sand it nice and you put a clear coat on it, oh boy, this is beautiful, beautiful wood. So, like, look at this, the owl. It's dark there, it's lighter here. Dark, light. So this piece, I said I was going to carve that's an owl, a block out of an owl side view, like with the wing, side view of the wing and face there. And this was going to be an eagle up here, but I think it would be better to do a side view owl and then carve an owl up here instead of an owl and eagle. It would look nicer, 2 owls together. I still got lots of room to carve an owl face in here. Yeah, I do. The wings are kind of big. It doesn't matter. It doesn't freaking matter. Just carve and have fun. I might even carve these burls. Some funny faces in these burls too. I think this guy's just kind of plain, and it would look better with some little faces carved on those burls. That's it, everybody. I gotta finish this yellow cedar, hate carving it. And I gotta finish that green man down there. Oh, one more thing. When you, actually that's a good screenshot right there. No, forget it. When you burn inside here, like that's all char, and you get your, you know, your clear coat, any kind of cologne, if you brush it on, you got to remember that this is still all loose in here, and you're going to make a mess. It's going to get all over here where you don't want it, and everywhere, and drip down here and stuff like that, right down here. So what I'm going to do in the summertime, I might make a video. I spray Rust-Oleum on it first, let it dry a day, and then you lock up the char. Okay, so it's locked up. Then you can get your brush or whatever, brush all your clear coat on, and you're good to go. This is a silly little hooter, isn't it? Silly little fluffer owl.